Hi everyone, it's Enchanted. Thank you so much for tuning in. So in today's video, we're going to be picking cards to see what they secretly want to tell you, okay? So yeah, we're just going to be channeling their energy, seeing if we can get any messages out of them. So yeah, here we have 4 piles in front of you. We have pile 1 with the rose quartz, pile 2 with the black onyx, pile 3 with the amethyst, and pile 4 with the aventurine. So yeah, I thought it would be appropriate that I use these cards. These are the Oracle of Shadows and Light deck. Okay, they have like a little lock on it, as you can see, and you know the title of this video is what do they secretly want to tell you, so thought that it was apt. So yeah, anyways, go ahead and take a second to meditate upon the piles and pick a pile that you are the most drawn to. You can pick based on the crystals, the angel numbers, in the timestamps if there are any, although technically everything is an angel number, or yeah, you know, you just pick based on anything. It is up to you. Just a reminder, this is just a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Also, if you do want a more in-depth reading, be sure to check out the description box below where I offer video readings. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate all of you, and we will see you in your respective pile. Hi Pal 1, welcome to your reading. You all picked the rose quartz, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and see what they secretly want to tell you, what they wish they could get off their chest, you know, just do an energy check-in. So yeah, let's go ahead and see what this card is. Ooh, we got Mend a Broken Heart Fairy, Healing from Heartache. Wow. Okay, believe it or not, your person is going through it right now, okay? If this is a connection that has ended, trust me, like they are not taking this lightly. They are feeling it. They are heartbroken that this has ended. They definitely are feeling, you know, down about the fact that you don't talk as much, because I am seeing that for a lot of you. You know, you could be in separation, you could be in no contact or very little contact, and you know, like this, they're going through it. They're sad that, like, you know, this has ended. I feel like they really do miss you, and this is really hard for them. Okay, even if that's not something that they showed or like necessarily even, you know, displayed any sort of semblance of in terms of their emotions, they are going through that. And you know, like I know like this card, like, you know, technically is like a sad card, but technically when you're channeling someone else's energy and you miss them or you're heartbroken over them, this is kind of a good sign. It's almost like, wow, like, you know, like they feel that same way that you do. Maybe for a lot of you guys, you could kind of be getting over it, but like now they're feeling it a little bit more. That's what I'm seeing, okay? Sometimes like energy changes, like, you know, in relationships, sometimes when 2 people break up, like the one person feels really sad instantly, but then they get over it, and the other person, it takes some time to kind of really catch up to their feelings, and then it really starts hitting them, you know. Different people have different ways of processing emotions, so that is something that I am seeing going on. But yeah, what I was saying is like it's technically good if you're channeling someone else's energy, that, like, you know, you kind of want them to feel something about you, right? But yeah, I am seeing something about a broken heart, like, yeah, healing from something, or them just being sad, them just missing you, them kind of like not really being in the best place, best position. Like they're not going through life easy, okay? Like don't think they're just having fun, they're just like, you know, chilling, they're just like having the time of their life, even though if it might seem like that for some of you guys, you know, if they're posting on social media. I feel like there's more to that. Like there usually is more. Like honestly, if you do have to post all the time about how much you're having fun, you're probably doing that to cover up for something, okay? Like if for some of you guys you have been like, you're thinking that like, oh yeah, they're just chilling, they're having fun, they don't, like, you know, need me, they don't miss me, you know. So yeah, there's just a lot more to this surface. Like there's a lot more underneath the surface. There's a lot more that's going on like behind the scenes that you might not even see. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pick some tarot cards just to see what else is going on, and go ahead and shuffle it. Actually, yeah, while I shuffle it, I do want to let you know that this is just a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. You always have free will in your reality. And you know, I also do offer in-depth video readings, so if you want personal questions answered, be sure to check out the description box below, so where you can sign up for a reading. So yeah, okay, let's go ahead and get started. I do see cards already coming out. Wow, we got the Six of Cups. Okay, so this is all about nostalgia. Okay, this is all about reminiscing about the good times. Like, oh my gosh, like this is so fitting. Like, you know, this totally does clarify this card. yeah, Six of Cups is all about nostalgia, thinking back to the past, you know, blast from the past, thinking about all the good memories that you made, thinking about the significance of this relationship, and really just missing you, okay? Like, this is all about missing something from the past. So this person really does miss you, okay? They really do miss all the good times that you shared together. You really did fill their cups. I feel like each cup could represent a different aspect of this relationship that they're missing. Okay, they secretly want to tell you, like, oh my gosh, I'm hurting, like, I miss you, I wish we could just talk, I wish I could just see you or hear your voice, I wish I could just be around you, or even go back to the way things were. And like, this is something that, like, you know, they might not ever like even say, although they could, they definitely could, but like, I just feel like they're hurting a lot more than you know. Okay, and I feel like maybe they are kind of slow to process their emotions, maybe even their own emotions haven't really caught up to their like subconscious. Like, you know, we have like different like layers of emotions, like alpha, beta, they like, you know, it sort of reminded me of like the iceberg picture, you know, on the tip of the iceberg is like the surface level emotions, and then you go deeper and then you go deeper, and it's like, I feel like the deepest part of them has still yet to catch up to this breakup or to this situation or whatever tower moment that I do see a lot of you guys have gone through. Okay, like even like their deepest self, like, you know, sort of needs to kind of like feel those feelings, and I feel like they're in the process of doing that. Like, sorry if that was like the most confusing way of saying it, but like the point is, like, you know, or maybe it's the opposite. Like, I feel like they're sorry, I completely, like, you know, misinterpreted that. I feel like their deepest self knows that like they're really into you, that they're kind of heartbroken, that they still miss you, okay? And like their middle self has been catching up. Like, you know, I feel like there's the subconscious and then the conscious and then the surface level. Their subconscious knows, their conscious knows, and like now it's like they kind of have to admit that to themselves on the surface. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Sorry, I totally got it twisted, but yeah. We also got the moon. Okay, trust me, their emotions for you do go very, very deep. Okay, like they really do miss you so much. They really do care about you. They the depth of their feelings, you know, is something that they're just now experiencing. They're just like, oh my gosh, I can feel something this deep. This did go a lot deeper than maybe I even, like, you know, cared to admit at the time. Yeah. And I am getting Pisces energy. I'm getting a lot of water energy, so Cancer, Pisces. Yeah, honestly, this kind of reminds me of Scorpio, so maybe this could be like a watery pile. Someone could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or have that in their moon, rising, Venus, or 7th house, which is the house of love and relationships. But trust me, their feelings for you go a lot deeper than they can even tell you. And I just feel like there's a lot that they have to uncover within themselves, okay? Like the moon, as I always say, reflects light off of the sun, right? That means it's a reflective surface. That means your person is doing a lot of reflection. They're doing a lot of introspection, and they really do. They're doing a lot of thinking about this, like a lot of like really deep thinking, and they're realizing again the importance of this connection, the significance of this connection, what you truly mean to them. Okay, which is a lot. Okay, like I feel like even more than like the people in their past, I really feel like you had a very profound impact on them that like no one else can have that kind of impact on them. Okay, like it's just you. Like, you hold a special place in their heart, you know, they have a soft spot for you. And I even feel like maybe, believe it or not, they've treated you a lot better than maybe they've even treated their exes. I feel like maybe in the past they could have like left their exes for other people, or like, you know, not been the best. And like, yeah, I really feel like they were really careful to respect you, okay? Even if that's something that you don't see, or it didn't end up happening that way, and like you wish they were a little bit more respectful, trust me, like when it came to you, when it came to your relationship, this person had kind of had a lot of experience in relationships, and they were just trying to be the best version of themselves. But again, I do feel like with this moon, they have a lot of deeper wounds, maybe childhood wounds, abandonment wounds, emotional wounds that they need to like work on, that they kind of need to like get over. So yeah, that's just something else that I'm seeing as well. They're just like, they're sometimes a slave to their own emotions, okay? Like they even, like, I feel like could self-sabotage themselves a lot. Maybe that whatever they did that kind of contributed to like the downfall of this connection, because I do feel like they messed up, okay? I do feel like they really did mess up, like maybe more than you did. Whatever that is, you know, that's only because like they kind of don't even know how to properly like deal with their own emotions. So yeah. Ooh, we also got the Two of Cups. This is really positive. So Two of Cups it's literally a soulmate card, okay? Two of Cups is all about feelings being reciprocated. So whatever you're thinking and feeling, they're thinking and feeling the same way back, okay? The same amount of depth, the ssame amount of passion. Like, I feel like, you know, maybe if in this connection you thought that like you were the one that were, you know, like them more or whatever, you gave them a little bit more effort. Like, I feel like it's, you know, they're finally catching up to that, okay? I feel like they like you just as much as you like them. And again, they're really realizing the significance of this connection. They're realizing what you mean to them. And they're also like taking off a mask, okay? The moon usually represents like deception or like even like lies or masks. Like, I feel like, yeah, there's a couple of ways this card could go. This person definitely could have lied to you about something, but now it's come up to the surface. So I'm not telling you something that you don't already know, but if they did lie to you about something, it's like, you know, like you've kind of understood that, like you understand the real them, you understand who they really are. But you know, in terms of this card, like this also represents deception. So this person could have been deceptive about their true feelings for you, which again is a lot deeper than like then it really goes, okay? Then they know that they have, like, their feelings for you are a lot deeper than maybe they even let on. So yeah, that's also something else that I'm seeing. I just feel like this person needs to take off a mask and even stop fooling themselves. I even feel like they wear a mask when they look in the mirror. Like, for whatever reason, I pictured someone wearing like a ski mask, but like, you know, it's like they even hide from their own emotions sometimes. So how can they, like, you know, reveal that to other people if they themselves don't even know or like have really realized the depth of it, right? So yeah. We also did get the Eight of Cups. A lot of water energy. Oh my gosh, literally every single card was a water sign. But maybe these numbers could be relevant. I'm seeing something to do with 6 to 8. You know, maybe someone's birthday could be on those numbers, like on the 6th, on the 28th, the 26th. 6/28, June 28th, or something like that, you know. But Eight of Cups, like right now, I feel like they have turned her back to love. Right now, believe it or not, like that's not something that they're focused on, even though you guys are the rose quartz pile, okay? They're kind of just feeling disconnected from reality, withdrawn from the world, withdrawn from like just love and dating in general. Right now they're just like, yeah, I kind of just need to focus on myself, get my own emotions in check, because I do feel like this person has a lot of healing that they need to do, okay? I even feel like maybe past heartbreaks from like either, you know, past romantic connections or some sort of wounds that they've had, that's something that they need to fix before they can jump into another relationship. I really feel like they've turned their backs to love in general. So like, unless you already know they're seeing someone, if you're wondering if they're seeing someone, I don't think that they are. Like right now they kind of just don't want anyone, believe it or not. Like they still have feelings for you, they still have a thing for you, but they're just kind of focused on healing themselves from within, which is a really big thing, which is something that like they didn't even think that they needed to do. That's something that they didn't even like, something that didn't even come to surface until they met you. Like they didn't know that they needed healing, or like they didn't start seeking healing until this connection happened, which is really significant because this connection showed them like what they do need to heal from the inside. So yeah. We also did get the Queen of Wands, okay? First fire sign here. Getting, yeah, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius from this, but yeah, with the Queen of Wands, I feel like they think you're so great. They think you are so up there. They really do put you on a pedestal. I even feel like for a lot of you guys, believe it or not, they might think you're kind of out of their league. Like you have a lot going on for you. You're very amazing. You're very passionate, ambitious. You know, you don't really sulk the way that they do. Like, yes, you can feel down at times, but I feel like at the end of the day, you always pick yourself up. You always, like, you know, engage in whatever hobbies, things that you have going on with your life. You have a lot going on in your life. I feel like maybe more than this person does, which is why sometimes they kind of like can just feel so withdrawn. Like, you know, they need to get busy. They need to get up off their, my language, but ass, and like do something. Like you have so much to you. You have so much depth to you. I mean, so do they. But like, I just feel like they kind of like, again, they could be in the self-sabotaging mode. They just like to like sulk and like, you know, sometimes just be their own worst enemy. Yeah, but they really admire everything that you've done for yourself. You know, whenever they think about what they want to do with your life, they think about you, and they think about what you're doing, what you did to get to where you are. Like they're really inspired by you. Trust me, you guys could even come off to be a little intimidating in the best way possible, as in like, you know, maybe you kind of show people like what they need to do within themselves. Like you could kind of be a mirror that reflects their own like insecurities in a way, as in like, you know, like just when you see someone that's like doing so well, like, you know, maybe you see that Instagram model with like perfect everything, like that can make you feel a little bit intimidated, blah, blah, blah. Kind of like that, but it's not the Instagram model's fault, right? Like it's not your fault that you made them feel that way, but like, yeah, they just do feel, they really do look up to you a lot. That is something that I'm seeing. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick some cards from the Numinous deck just to see what other messages we have. Wow, we got Uranus, Revolution, Uranus. I know I say it in a weird way. I've seen a lot of readers actually say Uranus, but yeah, breakthroughs. Okay, this is all about breakthroughs, insight. Yeah, like I feel like your person's gonna have a breakthrough and understand what to do in this connection. Okay, like seriously, I feel like they have been feeling it and they kind of do need to catch up to their emotions, like deal with their emotions, process their emotions, but they're finally gonna have a breakthrough in this connection and, you know, even make a move. Okay, I feel like even with the Queen of Wands energy, there's a good chance they could do that, like once they get out of this sort of like in my feels kind of mode with all the water energy we got. Yeah, I even feel like they really like how compassionate you are. I feel like that you guys could be humanitarian. You're very forward thinking, like, you know, you care a lot about your future. I'm seeing something about technology, you know, you guys could be like doing really well on social media, or like you just have a lot going on for you. You know, this literally got experimentation. I feel like you guys have your hands in a lot of different things. You have a lot of different hobbies that you engage in, you know, and like they just really see you as someone who's very inspirational, you know, someone who is a good influence. Okay, you are very good to be around. I even feel like maybe their family or friends could even like be asking about you, like, oh, what happened to this person? They were so good on you, like, you know, they were such a great influence, blah blah blah, right? Okay, we also got Mercury, communication. So I'm getting like Virgo energy, Virgo Gemini energy. So I really do feel like there's a lot that they want to get off their chest, even about like what this connection means to them, what you mean to them. You know, this is all about words, thoughts, like taking that leap of faith. I even feel like they could be stalking you on social media, and they're finally, you know, like perceiving this relationship. They're really, again, realizing the depth of this relationship and what you really mean to them. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pick some cards from the Island Time Wellness deck just for more clarity, insight, things like that. Ooh, we got Girl with a Snake. Wow, okay. Empath and Narcissist Paradigm, being charmed or used, enable boundaries. Yeah, so I do feel like maybe, okay, a couple different meanings to this card. This person could have be used in the past, okay? I feel like either like they could have kind of, I don't want to say that they used you, but maybe you guys felt like they used you. Maybe like they don't necessarily have to be a narcissist, but they could have some narcissistic qualities just because they're a little bit like selfish and kind of in their own fields. But like weirdly enough, I also feel like, you know, they could be an empath, or like you're the empath, or maybe they were kind of like the narc or whatever, or like they acted like that. I'm not necessarily saying they had bad intentions. I just feel like they were a little bit selfish. That's just what I'm seeing with this. But I definitely do feel like they have dealt with narcissists in the past, and, you know, like I feel like after having gone through that, they're just like, you know what, I don't want to put anyone else through that. Okay, so I don't necessarily feel like they used you, because if that was the case, they would not be feeling all these emotions. You don't feel a certain way towards people that you use. I don't think like anyone's really used you. I feel like that word even gets like overused, like, oh, they just used me. Like, no, I don't think they used you if they cared enough to be in this relationship with you. I even feel like maybe if you guys had fights and things like that, like they cared about like making it up to you. They still wanted to see you. So, you know, I feel like for a lot of you guys, you know, maybe you could even kind of be in the self-pity mode, self-sabotage mode, where you think everyone's just out to get you. You know, the sort of victim mentality. And I'm not trying to victim blame. You know, in some relationships, unfortunately, yeah, there is that empath narcissist dynamic. But if you're kind of wondering, you know, if that's happened, like I don't think so. I do feel like this person could have some like selfish qualities, but at the end of the day, like, I mean, even if this did start off a certain way, like maybe this was kind of just like a casual whatever flirtationship or something like that, it ended up being a lot more. So yeah, and I do feel like though this relationship has really helped you set boundaries. It has helped you kind of just, you know, be a better version of yourself, like not give too much of your energy away, not like, you know, like, what do you call, yeah, just give too much of your energy, or like let other people be energy vampires. Like I do feel like this relationship has helped you set your boundaries in the best way possible. Yeah, we also got boat. Yeah, we got receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issues. Yeah, so for some of you guys, you know, I really feel like there's going to be communication. I really feel like this person is going to communicate with you. For some of you guys, that could be like moving on or closure, or for some of you guys, that could even be reconciliation, because again, there is a lot of love here. I'm literally getting like, you know, these are two soulmate cards actually. Six of Cups and Two of Cups are both soulmate cards, but I do feel like you are going to be like hearing everything that you need to hear. You are going to be you know, just moving on from like the sadness of this connection. So if you have been feeling kind of like you're in a rut, like you're in a boat stuck in the middle of the ocean, like I feel like there is going to be movement in that sense. There is going to be progression. I even see it arriving. This person could literally be hitting you up. Yeah, but you will hear what you need to hear, and like this connection isn't going to like haunt you forever. Like you're not going to be watching tarot readings on this person forever, like trust me. But yeah, I do feel like there's a lot that this person needs to really get off their chest, okay? And I do feel like you will be hearing that explanation, you will be getting that clarity. So yeah, there's a lot of feelings here. This person, I feel like, did have genuine intentions, believe it or not. You know, for some of you, like a handful of you, maybe this is an empath narcissist thing, but for a lot of you guys, I feel like, you know, they were just a little bit selfish. Like they could have been like a little bit better, you know, treated you better and things like that. But there still was love there, and I don't think that you were necessarily being used, okay? Because I feel like that kind of goes both ways, right? Like, I mean, being used is just like, oh, it's like a one-sided thing. Like, you know, that's kind of on the like territory of, you know, like non-consensual things, which, you know, that's a whole nother topic. But yeah, okay, anyways, I'm going to end the reading right here. I really hope that this reading helped. I hope that it resonated. If this pile didn't resonate, you can of course go ahead and pick another pile. I also do want to let you know that I offer in-depth video readings, so if you do want personal questions answered, be sure to check out the description box below where you can sign up for a reading. So yeah, also if you gained some sort of value from this video, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. The subscribe button is in the bottom right corner. It would really mean a lot to me. Maybe others can find value as well. But yeah, I will for real end the reading right here. Thank you so much once again. Love and light. Hi pile 2, welcome to your reading. So you all picked the black Onyx. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pick this card in just a second to see what they secretly want to tell you, you know, what they wish they could get off their chest, things like that. So yeah, let's go ahead and see what is going on. Ooh, we got 3 witchy sisters, the power of 3. Very interesting. Okay, so I feel like there is this like grand connection between the both of you, okay? I know this card looks a little bit ghastly, but like look at these two, okay? This could represent you, this could represent them, and this is sort of like the middle energy. Like I just feel like you guys are divinely connected, okay? That's like the first thing that I got from this card. I don't even know why, but like, you know, there's obviously going to be a lot of interpretations, but I do feel like, you know, you are still connected in another realm, like witchy, okay? Like this is all about spirituality, the unseen, 12th house, and like oh my gosh, this picture is so creepy. I can't stop looking at it. But like, yeah, you know, this connection really like opened your eyes up to a lot of things. Like look at this, like two of these sisters' eyes are closed, one of them is open, and I feel like this has really opened up a lot of different, like a can of like emotions that maybe you never even knew that you had. I definitely do feel like this has brought up things from the past that, you know, you never really addressed, or like things just came up to the surface from this connection. Okay, and like maybe both of you were kind of blinded to the significance of this connection, what this really means, and what the point of this connection was. Because right now I do see that, you know, one or the both of you could be questioning, why did this happen? Like, why did I meet this person? What was the point of meeting this connection or having this connection? What was the point of being in it? Okay, I do feel like there's a lot of questioning going on. Yeah, and I just feel like this person has really been opening their eyes up to the depth of this connection, the significance of this connection, what you truly mean to them, and just how deep this really went, how deep their feelings really went. Yeah, I feel like, you know, there was like this pattern of like maybe even like in and out, like, you know, maybe at one point like someone was like, oh yeah, really feeling a lot, but then the other person was like, meh, like yeah, like, you know, like in and out relationships, like on and off kind of like things, like not necessarily on and off feelings, but sometimes like one person like does a lot, like they're just like, oh my gosh, like I really want this person, like blah blah blah, and the other person just nonchalant, but then like it changes. Like I'm even seeing maybe like a twin flame, like chaser runner dynamic. Yeah, just getting a lot of different messages from this card. That's definitely one thing that I'm seeing. Something else that I'm seeing is that there could have been a third party affecting this connection. Okay, 3 witchy sisters, the power of 3. This doesn't necessarily have to be a person unless you already know it's a person, but this could be just like work, like mental health, emotions, family, bad influences, you know, things like that. So I do see like that definitely could be be like an impact or like factor in this connection. Okay, so yeah, that's just another message that I'm seeing. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pick some cards from the tarot deck, the Tarot Familiars deck, just to see what is going on. Ooh, we got Four of Cups. Okay, so I feel like, yeah, this person, ever since this connection ended, they have really just been feeling out of sorts. They have really just been feeling kind of lost, or you know, kind of like lacking motivation for life. This is all about like kind of boredom, like, you know, not really feeling it, like feeling even a little bit withdrawn or disconnected from their emotions. Yeah, I feel like this connection was really great. This connection, you know, did ignite a lot in them. Like, you brought out like, you know, certain feelings and emotions. And now that this has ended, they're just like, okay, what do I do with myself now? Like, I'm a little bit lost. I'm kind of confused. You know, I feel like you and this person, you used to talk with one another quite a lot. You used to you know, you got along really well. And it's just like, when you've been seeing someone for a long time and things just break off, you know, that's when you start like missing them. That's when you really start, like, you know, like basically they just miss your presence. They miss being around you. They miss talking to you. They just miss everything that you both used to do. Like, I feel like they're even thinking like, oh my gosh, you know, this time of the day, like this time of the week, like we would be doing so and so. Like, you know, they really just miss being around you. And I just feel like life has not been the same ever since you left. Yeah, I even feel like you filled each one of these cups. You know, each one of these cups could represent different aspects. Like, you know, one could be emotions, one could be like, you know, like all the sweet moments you had, like all the good memories that you made. Okay, like they think of this connection really fondly. And again, they just feel a little bit like, even like left out, like withdrawn. Maybe someone feels a little bit left out in the cold since this ended. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what else we got. Wow, we got the King of Wands. Okay, so yeah, that's where I feel like this third party could be. Like, I feel like with this King of Wands, you know, this person kind of had to retreat to focus on their finances, focus on their material life. You know, this King of Wands is someone who cares a lot about how they're viewed in society. Okay, so I do feel like there could have been like some sort of societal impact on this connection. Maybe like, you know, they just had to really like step up their game. Like, maybe they kind of wanted that promotion in work, or like work got really busy, or like, you know, there's something about them just being perceived to be like, you know, them wanting to be perceived to be like really strong, macho, or like, you know, if they're like feminine, like just in their power, things like that. So I just feel like they're kind of working on themselves. They're working on establishing themselves, establishing a career. Yeah. You know, the King of Wands, I'm also seeing that this person cares a lot about how you view them as well. Okay, like they don't want you to view them as like kind of a loser. Like, they don't want you to view them as like a burnout, like deadbeat, you know. Trust me, like this person, like I feel like could even have a little bit of ego. I'm not gonna lie, you know, with this King of Wands. You know, something that like I see is that like this person puts up a front at times, but deep down they're really insecure. Deep down, I feel like they kind of just do not like feel the way that they act. Okay, like I feel like maybe this person could act like really outgoing, extroverted, blah blah blah, but deep down they have like such like, you know, deeply rooted insecurities that like kind of maybe cause them to even act like a certain way. Maybe they act a lot like stronger and like, you know, macho, or like in their power than they actually are, to kind of make up for the fact that that's not what they have. You know, like sometimes we act a certain way, sometimes our ego self takes over, and that just reflects what we feel like is actually missing deep down. So I do see like that definitely could be the case for some of you. Yeah. Ooh, we also got the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, wow. King of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. Okay, maybe you could be an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and they could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or I just see a mix and match of these signs. Someone's connection could be these signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or 7th house, which is the house of love and relationships. But yeah, your person really likes how grounded you are, how down to earth you are, how kind, caring you are. You know, look at the way that these wolves are cuddling. That's super cute. You know, I even feel like your person thinks you're really wise. Like, I feel like wolves sort of represent wisdom. They represent, you know, like being like mature, being involved. And I feel like this wolf just knows what's going to happen with this connection. These wolves just know, like, you know, there's this like element of wisdom. Like, you know, even owls represent that, but like they just know like that this connection is, like there's so much more that like you might even have to experience in this connection. They even know that maybe this is not over yet, and like just wait and see like what happens, you know. Fast forward like 1, 2, 3 months from now, okay, like there definitely is some sort of like future here. I even feel like your person wants a future with you, okay. That's what this card represents. There definitely is a future, that's what I'm saying, okay. And like let's talk about what your person, you know, wants and what's going on with them. Like this Queen of Pentacles, they think you're really stable, steady. They think you're someone that they can really build and grow with. They really think you're someone that had this like great impact on them, okay. I feel like maybe you were kind of like the calm to their fire, you know. You really grounded them, you really kind of tamed them in some ways, you really brought them to earth, you really, yeah, just grounded them. And you know, maybe they're the ones that kind of helped lift you off, helped kind of, you know, inspired you in some ways. And I feel like you were definitely really inspiring to them. You were really motivating. You just had like a lot to you. You're very hardworking. You know how to pave the path to your, you know, to abundance, to success, okay. But I feel like both of you kind of like bought out like things in the other that, you know, you lack within yourself. Like, you know, there's that whole like dichotomy between like earth and fire signs, and no one necessarily has to be an earth or fire sign, but I just feel like, you know, maybe you have a lot of really great ideas, you know, things like that, and they sort of help bring that up. Or sorry, you know, maybe they have like a lot of great ideas and you sort of inspired them to like actually act upon them, like bring them off to the ground. And like maybe with you, like, you know, you're also really stable, smart, like, you know, pragmatic, practical, but like they helped you add like a flair to your ideas, or they helped you kind of like think bigger, you know, things like that. Basically what I'm seeing is that you guys did really complement one another in a really beautiful way. You really helped balance one another out, which is really great. Yeah, I feel like, you know, your person just really loved being around you. They're just like, I love this person's energy. I really love this person's vibe. I really love what this person represents. I really love what this person brings out in me. Again, I really do feel like this was a very emotionally fulfilling relationship, because, you know, I feel like with this Four of Cups, it sort of represents, you know, when you're not around, and like they're just like, now what do I do with my life? Like I don't feel like they've found anyone else, or like they are finding anyone else that's even as patient with them as you were, you know, as you were. Like I feel like, yeah, you did show a lot of patience, you know, with this Queen of Pentacles. You are someone who you know, is just really like wholesome. Like I feel like you're really into like expressing gratitude. You're really you know, you don't take things for granted. You really see the best in people, and you were really patient with this person. I feel like you gave a lot to this person, and this person ain't gonna like, they ain't gonna find that anywhere else, trust me, pal. Too, like, you know, I feel like if you felt like you were maybe taken for granted at times, like this person is also realizing that they're just like, wow, I did take this person for granted. I'm not finding anyone that's giving me half the effort that this person did, as in, you know, the effort that you put into this relationship. No one's like, I even feel like maybe if like this ended, or like, you know, you haven't really talked in a while, maybe if they have tried like pursuing something with someone else, like they haven't even gotten past the talking stage, they haven't even gotten past that first stage, like people aren't even giving them chances, and like now they're realizing your value, your worth, like how much, you know, you gave to them. So don't think that they're, you know, like all your efforts went to waste. Like trust me, karma is really hitting this person, okay. Like it's really showing them that like, wow, next time don't take things for granted, next time don't take people for granted, because they're not going to be around forever, okay. Like I really feel like this person like is realizing that like they're realizing the depth of this connection, they're realizing the significance of this connection, they're realizing your value, your worth, things like that. So yeah, that's what's going on behind the scenes. Wow, we got King of Pentacles, very interesting. Okay, so wow, there's like 2 kings and 1 queen, and we even got 3 witchy sisters. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, maybe the third party could have been on your side. Maybe they were maybe there were actually like 2 guys or 2 people that you were into. And maybe you could even be asking about like another person here. I'm definitely seeing like there's 2 people on your mind, okay? Maybe one could be an earth sign, one could be a fire sign. Yeah, they don't worry too much about the signs, but like I am also seeing again Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn again. Maybe you could be dealing with that, or you could be that. I'm even getting like Cancer energy coming in here. But yeah, maybe like I am seeing like there could have been 2 people on your mind. Maybe you're even like asking about like, you know, like you watch tarot readings, and like you have these 2 people in your mind, and you're just like, okay, whichever one this like resonates most with, like that could be the person on my mind. Yeah. But with the King of Pentacles, like I'm really seeing that like your person, or like at least one of the people on your mind, like they were really jealous. Okay, I do feel like there's an element of jealousy. Maybe your person kind of caught on that like you could have been into someone else. I feel like you weren't into these people like 100%. Like I am just seeing something about that. Okay, obviously that's not going to resonate with all of you, but like I feel like maybe when you met this person, you were trying to get over another person, or there was someone from the past that was still lingering, and like maybe you ended up getting over this person. And I see like there is someone that is a little bit more mature and a little bit more immature, and yeah, I feel like whatever, like, you know, this new person that you met, like, I'm not sure who you're asking about, but I definitely do feel like usually when you meet people, like, you're technically not over the past person, but then when you meet this new person, you kind of get over them, but they still linger on in your mind. I'm just seeing something about that, yeah. But I feel like maybe your person caught on. Maybe, like, either one or both these people, you know, if there was a second person, they caught on, and like they realized that, oh my gosh, like this person has two people, or like maybe they thought that you kind of were still attached to someone else. Maybe they thought that there was a third party on your side. Yeah, I'm seeing something to do with that. But the other interpretation of these two cards is like maybe one person was just like or like, you know, if they're not two people, two separate people, I just feel like these two could represent different aspects of the person. Like I feel like you really bought out like the more pragmatic side of this person. You really bought out like the more, you know, kind of calmer, tamer side of this person, or like this person wanted to be pragmatic because of you. Maybe they were like too much of a dreamer, and like they didn't really like take like the proper actions. Like, don't get me wrong, like, you know, King of Wands has to do with taking actions, taking that leap of faith, but at times like they just did not know how to, like, you know, ground themselves. And I feel like maybe you really helped them do that, and like they became a better person because of you. Like they became a little bit more mature, or they're working on their spiritual development, their, you know, just personal development because of you. And that's something that they really are grateful to you for. So yeah, that's just something else that I am seeing. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pick some cards from the Island Time Wellness deck just to see what else is going on. Ooh, we got stabbed in the back. Yeah, heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking attack. Yeah, so I feel like someone might have stabbed someone in the back. This isn't something you already don't know about, okay? But rather this is something that's kind of on your mind a lot. You're just like, why did this person do that? Like, why did this person lie? You know, like why did this? Yeah, you know, like you're just kind of, even for the longest time you were in this feeling of disgust. Maybe that's something that you still even feel, but this sometimes just even represents like separation, you know, not like yeah, being together right now, but there was something that really went down that kind of affected you. Yeah, but we did get the Sword and the Rose. Okay, so this is all about mental clarity. This is all about speaking your truth. Okay, the swords represent communication, and this rose represents like love, right? So I feel like your person wants to communicate with you about their true feelings for you. Okay, like this literally says clarity, truth, revelation. Yeah, there's a lot that they want to get off their chest. There's a lot that they really want to let you know about their feelings for you. Okay, like again, like the Sword and Rose, that's so beautiful, like such a good combination. Yeah, we also got Coffee Cups. I do feel like, you know, maybe this person, I feel like they are in this energy of really reaching out to you, wanting to take that leap of faith towards you, but they might just like keep things casual in the beginning. Maybe they'll be like, hey, hello, how are you? How are you? Let's meet for coffee or something like that. Like, I do feel like, you know, they thought that you guys were good friends. They thought this was a good connection in that sense. Okay, like obviously I am getting this was a romantic connection, but they really thought that like you guys had a pretty good friendship. Okay, they really just miss being able to talk to you. I really feel like they even just want to hit you up like, hey, how are you, blah blah blah. I feel like, you know, they think about all the good moments that you had, and they really do cherish your friendship. Okay, I really feel like for a lot of you guys, I would not be surprised if they literally asked you to meet up for a cup of coffee. I'm even seeing maybe that's something that you could have done in the past. Maybe this has been kind of an in and out thing. They're just like, yeah, let's meet up for coffee, blah blah blah, you know. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick some cards from the Romance Angels deck just to see what other messages we have. Ooh, we got religious factors. Your love life is being influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Yeah, so for some of you guys, this could, you know, maybe this connection had to end, or maybe like something happened in this connection due to your religious and cultural differences. But for others, I'm just seeing that like maybe the separation happened or whatever, like, you know, the stabbing in the back. Maybe there was even a tower moment that happened due to like your paths just being different. Maybe you kind of had like different paths, like, you know, they kind of just like merged different ways, and you had to like, you have your own spiritual path that you're on, and they have their own path that they're on, and maybe you kind of needed to take some time off. You needed to kind of just focus on yourself, blah blah blah, before you could maybe come back together. Like there was just something on your path that, you know, required you to like deal with things alone, maybe independent of this person. But that doesn't mean it's going to be a forever thing, you know. That just means like that's just how it is at the time, but you never know. Sometimes paths merge, like, you know, all roads lead to one another, right? Wow. Okay, we also got to express your love. So I really do feel like this person wants to express their love. Okay, like even with the sword and the rose, they want to go ahead and like, you know, tell you what's really been going on with them. They really want to speak their truth about how they feel, and like, you know, just how passionate they are about you, the impact that you had on them, and how like, you know, lost they feel now that this connection has ended, and how they wish that, you know, there was more that they could have experienced with you. I'm even seeing maybe for some of you guys this was kind of a short-lived connection, and like they want more with you with this Queen and King of Pentacles. Like they want this to be long-term. Maybe they even want to take things to the next level, but they definitely feel like there's a lot more that like they want to experience with you. Okay, so yeah, that is something that I am seeing. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and roll the astral dice just for more clarity and insight. Ooh, okay, we got Gemini, we got first house, which is Aries, and we got Pluto, yeah, Scorpio. So Gemini, Aries, Scorpio, something could be happening. Maybe, yeah, like first house is, you know, the ascendant. Maybe someone could be Gemini rising, maybe someone could be Scorpio rising or something like that. But I am seeing something to do with these two signs. Okay, like Gemini has to do with communication. I can already tell you that. This Pluto, you know, I associate it with Scorpio, and Pluto just has to do with regeneration, rebirth, transformation. So I definitely do feel like your person wants a second shot at this. They really want there to be a renewal in this connection. Yeah, and we got first house, like, you know, that has to do with ascendant, that has to do with like your person caring a lot about how they're viewed. Okay, that totally corresponds with, you know, clarifies what the King of, or yeah, clarifies the King of Wands. Okay, your person cares a lot about how they're viewed, and I even feel like they're working on being like, you know, yes, a better version of themselves, but working on their financial stability, working on, you know, their, yeah, just finances in general, their career life. You know, again, like this person cares a lot about like how a lot of people view them, to you, society. So I really do feel like maybe they did retract to kind of even focus on, like I mentioned, their finances, their career, things like that. I am seeing that with all, you know, all this Pentacles energy that we're getting here. But yeah, I'm seeing like even though they're going through all this, even though like they're kind of, they are pretty focused on themselves. If they did tell you, oh, hey, I have to retract to kind of work on myself, they were being honest. Okay, I do feel like there was no reason for them to have lied about that. But like, yeah, they are just focusing on being secure and stable so that they have something to present you. Okay, because I feel like they think of you very highly. I feel like you are very stable, secure. You are someone that, like, you know, tirelessly works. You're very tenacious. You know, you're someone who cares a lot about like their future and things like that. And you know, that's something that they really want to like reflect as well. Like they want to feel like they're worthy enough and qualified enough to be in your life. So yeah, that is what we got for you, pile 2. I really hope that this reading helped. I hope that it resonated. You know, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. You always have free will in your reality. If this pile didn't resonate, you can of course go ahead and pick another pile or another reading. Or actually more than that, like I do want to let you know that I offer in-depth video readings. So if you do want personal questions answered, be sure to check out the description box below where you can sign up for that. And yeah, I will end the reading right here. Thank you so much. Love and light. Hi pile 3, welcome to your reading. You all picked the Amethyst. I swear this is Amethyst. I know it looks really dark, but it's purple in real life. I promise you that. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pick some cards to see what they secretly want to tell you. Okay, so yeah, in case you missed the intro, we are just gonna be picking cards to channel their current energy, see what's going on with them, maybe what will happen in the future, things like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what we got. Oh my gosh, we got Poe. This is so great. I love Poe. Like, you know, this is this deck is Oracle of Shadows and Light, in case you're wondering, and yeah, I just love it whenever this card comes up. Reminds me of Edgar Allan Poe. Okay, but yeah, this says time for change, to learn something new, to use technology and gadgets with wisdom. Okay, I'm even getting like Uranus energy here, like Aquarius energy here, so maybe someone could be an Aquarius, maybe someone's really unique, someone's really individualistic. Yeah, something that they secretly want to tell you is that they have really been working on themselves. Okay, they have really been working on progressing, growing up, maturing. Okay, this literally said like time for change, to learn something new, wisdom. Okay, I feel like they learned a lot from this connection. They learned a lot from you. They learned a lot about relationships in general. They learned a lot about like like love and life. Okay, I even feel like for a lot of you guys, you know, look at all this like dark energy that's on this card here. Maybe there were a lot of things, like a lot of undealt with emotions from the past that really came up. Maybe this connection really did show them like things that they never really dealt with on like deep down. Okay, I feel like this connection brought up a lot of emotions to the surface. Okay, maybe even like past wounds or something like that. And I feel like this could be the case with you too. But like, I feel like either the one or both of you are realizing like, oh my gosh, I need to change something within myself. I cannot keep staying in this pattern. I cannot keep like doing this. Why do I keep like experiencing the same kinds of relationships, you know, the same pattern or whatever, right? And I feel like you're finally going to be learning something new about yourself. And same with this person. This person learned a lot about themselves from this connection. Yeah. I also see something about like technology and gadgets, like wisdom, things like that. So oh my gosh, like look at this, like yeah, like I feel like her gadgets are like, you know, like lockets and things like that, and lockets keep secrets. I do feel like there's a lot that they really want to communicate. There's a lot that they keep like within themselves. But I am seeing something to do with technology. You know, I feel like that could be like, you know, social media stalking. I feel like they've definitely been looking you up a lot. We also got wisdom. I do feel like this person thinks you are really wise. Okay, like if they haven't already told you how smart you are, how intellectual you are, they definitely want to tell you that. And another reason why I say this is because you guys picked the amethyst, and the amethyst is associated with the crown chakra, and crown chakra is all about divinity, spirituality, being in connection with your higher self, being one with your higher self, just like wisdom. Okay, like I feel like for a lot of you, you are really wise. I'm even getting like high priestess vibes. You are so evolved, you're so mature, you're so intelligent. I feel like your instincts, your gut instincts, your intuition have pretty much always been right. Yeah. I even feel like for a lot of you guys, you could be a little bit psychic. You could definitely feel other people's energy. You could definitely be seeing other people. Maybe other people could be seeing you in their dreams, things like that. Okay. I definitely am seeing like you're a very deep, like evolved, like spiritual person, and like your person like wanted, I feel like that's something that they secretly want to let you know. Like they're really amazed by like how much you understood them. I feel like you are the kind of people that, you know, people make really deep connections with. You are the kind of person that like people really love being around because you understand them. You understand people. I feel like you're very compassionate, but at the same time you're also very wise. Like I feel like you know how to like gauge people, and like without even thinking. Like I just feel like your instincts like speak for you. Like they, you know, tell it all. Okay, so yeah, I just feel like your person has so much that they admire about you. Okay, and I even feel like they definitely could be dreaming about you. They definitely could be seeing signs about you. Again, with this amethyst, you know, their crown chakra, like I feel like if your crown chakra is really activated, like you literally have the power to, yes, show up in people's dreams, but also get people to think about you. Okay, like crown chakra is a really, really interesting chakra. If you don't know too much, I highly recommend looking it up, because I feel like for a lot of you that pick this pile, that could be like your strong suit. That could be something that's very highly activated. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pick some tarot cards from the Tarot Familiars deck just to see what else is going on. Ooh, we got the Eight of Swords. Okay, so yeah, this has to do with like anxiety, self-imposed restrictions, you know, kind of just feeling a little bit trapped. I feel like your person feels a little bit trapped, you know, for whatever reason. Yeah, I'm like literally channeling Poe, like Edgar Allan Poe, the Raven, you know, darkness, like kind of being trapped in their own emotions. I feel like this person is trapped in their own past, their own baggage, and they're just not getting out of it. Like they're literally walking circles. Okay, with this Eight of Swords, again, this has to do with, yeah, like I mentioned, self-imposed restrictions, feeling really anxious. And your person like just cannot get out of this rut. Okay, like not in the way that you do. I feel like you're very resilient, you're very strong, you know, you're very like spiritual, you're very like, you know, evolved. Like you know how to get out of things. Like yes, at times things could upset you. Yes, even if you think you're past something, like you think about it and it upsets you, which is totally normal. But I feel like this person like literally has a pattern of self-sabotage, of just getting themselves into like the stupidest situations. Like, trust me, like they're not as mature as you. I feel like you guys could definitely be representative of the High Priestess energy. I would not be surprised if we got that card. That would be really cool. But you know, there's a lot your person needs to do, like a lot of self-work. Again, like I mentioned, you know, with Edgar Allan Poe, that has to do with the Raven. You know, a lot of his poems are like just super dark, and I just feel like something about being trapped in your own emotions, not being able to see like past the darkness. And like, you know, now I'm really intrigued. I'm gonna go ahead and look up Edgar Allan Poe's poems now. Like, I know the Raven has like a lot of different like imagery, like, you know, symbolic messages, like just a lot of what do you call, like, yeah, deeper underlying messages and things like that, that like I'm really curious to look up now. Okay, like maybe this would even do you well. Maybe this could even reveal a lot about your connection. Okay, so yeah, but again, I feel like with this Eight of Swords, there's just, your person has to like get out of this like self-sabotage, self-imposed restrictions, anxious kind of state of mind. Like, I just feel like they fooled themselves. I even feel like maybe if they're the ones that kind of messed up in this connection, messed up in this relationship or whatever, that was literally because of their own insecurity. So if they did project some of that onto you, you know, Spirit wants you to know, they even want you to know that it wasn't you, it was all them, it was their fault. Okay, so yeah, if you've been looking for some sort of like, you know, even clarity or resolution, as in like, why did this happen, why did this person do that, blah blah blah, this is your answer. Okay, so yeah. Ooh, we also got the Nine of Cups. This is really great because this indicates that this connection was really emotionally fulfilling for your person. Okay, this literally represents like emotional fulfillment, you know, like a worthwhile, meaningful connection. Like, you really filled all of their cups. Okay, like with, you know, each cup could represent a different aspect of this connection. Like, one could represent the sweet moments that you had, you know, like one could represent like someone's love language, like maybe someone like giving gifts, you know, things like that. But like, this was a really great connection for your person. Your person really did feel a lot for you. They did feel very deeply for you. This connection is a really deep connection. Okay, like even with all this like amethyst, crown chakra, you know, thing that we have going on here, like your person and you just have this like really deep, even otherworldly connection that literally surpasses like other dimensions. Okay, I feel like you are connected in another realm, in another dimension, in the astral realm. Okay, yeah, and I just feel like, you know, you were a wish come true for this person. That's also what this Nine of Cups represents. Like, you were everything that this person dreamed of. I'm even getting like manic pixie vibes, like maybe someone like dyeing their hair or something. Like, I'm seeing something to do with purple streaks, but even just dyeing their hair, I feel like they found you to be really attractive, like really sensual, really alluring. Yeah, you were seriously a dream come true. I feel like you are this person's dream girl or dream guy, or maybe if they didn't have one, they're just like, oh my gosh, like this is the kind of person that I want to be with. Like, this is the kind of person that I want to be in a relationship with, surround myself with, because this was a very fulfilling connection. This was really great. And, you know, I feel like maybe if you didn't really see that from them, or maybe like they didn't really tell you all that much, they weren't really expressive about their deep feelings, again, that has to do with their own mental anxiety, like their own anxiety, their own even like depression. I'm even seeing like they could have some mental health problems or something like that. Okay, so if like maybe you feel like, oh, they didn't feel as much for you as you wanted them to, or something like that, like that wasn't your fault. That was literally just because of their own like whatever was going on within them, like especially, you know, something to do with anxiety, like whatever, you know, they were going through. Again, I do feel like this person has a lot of past baggage. There are a lot of like deep emotional wounds that this person needs to get over. Like, I feel like this person, you know, literally like you were the only one that they even liked in a long time. Like, unless you already know this person, like dating someone or seeing someone, you were the last person they dated, or you were the last person that they really felt for, that they really caught feelings for. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, we also got the Devil. Yeah, so I'm getting a lot of dark energy. Okay, I'm getting Capricorn energy here. Also with this Eight of Swords, I'm getting Libra energy. Nine of Cups, I'm getting like, yeah, maybe Scorpio energy. But with this Devil, I feel like there's so much that your person needs to fix within themselves. Okay, I'm even seeing there could be addictions that were like, you know, impacting this connection. Addictions, maybe alcohol, things like that, or maybe even like being addicted to like feeling a certain way. Again, I feel like this person feels really trapped within their own emotions, like they're not able to get out. Maybe they're addicted to kind of just self-pity or something like that. But I really do see like maybe there could have been like something external, like, you know, some sort of like even like addiction to work, like being a workaholic, or, you know, doing something to kind of get your mind off of something else. You know, like sometimes when people are really going through it, like they engage in unhealthy coping mechanisms, something like that, okay? But you know, the other thing with this devil card, I definitely do feel like, I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, I feel like my throat chakra was really blocked, especially during your reading, pile 3. So maybe that could even indicate that your person's throat chakra is blocked, or there's a lot more that they really wanted to tell you, that they really wanted to let you know. But like with this devil card, you know, this does indicate lust, passion, attraction. So your person was definitely really attracted to you, okay? And they still are. Like, they find you to be really hot. They find you to be really alluring. I'm not gonna lie, they miss the freaky deaky times that you had together, if you know what I mean. So yeah. Okay, we also got the Wheel of Fortune. So this is really great. This is all about things changing for the better. Things, you know, luck being on your side, and things doing a complete 180 and in the best way possible. Yeah, so like, you know, Wheel of Fortune has to do with Jupiter, and Jupiter is a planet of expansion. So I really do feel like this person wants to give you more, okay? So if they weren't able to give you something at the time, again, it had nothing to do with you. It had everything to do with them and what they were going through on an emotional level, or any sort of like external circumstances that could have been affecting this. But with this Wheel of Fortune, this is really great because this is a silver lining, okay? This is all about your person actually wanting something more. This is all about lifelong commitment and romance. This is all about a sudden turn of events. This is all about like turning a new leaf, like, you know, a cycle ending. Again, like, you know, I did mention something about patterns. Like, you know, if you or this person feels like, oh, you've just been engaged or involved in unhealthy patterns, even like, you know, experiencing the same kinds of relationships and things like that, like things are going to change, okay? Wheel of Fortune is like, you know, think of an actual wheel, like, you know, the circle of life, like patterns ending, a new, like, you know, just unexpected changes, sudden changes in the best way possible, a turn of events, surprises in the best way possible. So yeah, that is definitely something that I am seeing happening. So this is really great, okay? Like, don't lose hope. Like, you know, I feel like this connection could have even been tumultuous at times. It could have been, you know, there could have been a lot of ups and downs, but now it's finally changing for the better. And yeah, with this Wheel of Fortune, I am also seeing that, like, again, like, you know, this has to do with Jupiter, which is a planet of expansion. Maybe this person even wants to like take that next level. They have been thinking about taking that next step, okay? So maybe if this was just a situationship or something physical, like they want something more with you, okay? I'm definitely seeing that. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and pick some cards from the Romance Angels deck just to see what else is going on, what other messages they have. Okay, wow, we got give your relationship a chance. Okay, so I really feel like your person wants to do that. That's exactly what they want. They have not let go of this connection in their mind and their heart. They want to work on this partnership. They feel like there's more that they want to experience with you. They feel like there's unfinished business. Okay, like literally with this Wheel of Fortune, like there's so much more that they want. Like, I, again, want to experience, but I'm even thinking of like the game of life. Like, you know how there's like different aspects, like there's different stages. Yeah, like there's a lot that, like, you know, they feel like they want to let be known. Like, I feel like there's a lot of mental clarity that they want to give you. Even with this Nine of Cups, like this is all about again, emotional fulfillment. This was a really great connection. You were a dream come true. I really feel like you were a breath of fresh air. You even kind of helped them get over these like sort of dark times that you were going through. Maybe you even helped them through some of their bad habits. Like, you really even this connection may have like instigated them to like work on their shadow self. Maybe, again, there's a lot that came up to the surface because of this connection. You know, we literally got like learned something new, wisdom. I feel like you were really wise and they learned a lot from you. They learned a lot from this connection, and this connection really brought up things from the past, you know, that they never really dealt with, that they realize like, oh my gosh, I have to deal with this or else I'm gonna be stuck in this like pattern. I'm always gonna feel this way, or they're always gonna self-sabotage themselves or something like that. So if it wasn't for you, you know, they might not have understood this. They might not have like reached this sort of you know, conclusion, or like like, just, you know, the fact that they need some work, that the fact that they need to, like, you know, work on their own personal development. Yeah. Okay, we also got honeymoon. So enjoy the bliss of the oh my gosh, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Yeah, but I mean, I just feel like, you know, this person loved being with you. Like, this entire relationship was like a honeymoon phase for them. Again, you were a breath of fresh air. You really brought this like lighthearted energy into their life. Like, look at the light that's like, you know, literally surrounding the couple here. Yeah, you were just so amazing to be with. Like, this was a really like great connection. Okay, like, even if you did fight, even if there were some like, you know, ups and downs, which, you know, there are downs, which like every connection has, I definitely do feel like they think about the positive way more than they think about the negative. Like, they think this connection was really great, and they're so grateful and lucky that they experienced something like this, that they met someone as amazing as you, and they really felt like they were lucky to date someone like you. So yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pick some cards from the Numinous deck just to see what else is going on. Ooh, we got Pluto transformation. I'm getting Scorpio energy. Yeah, seriously, that's exactly what they want. There is a transformation happening for this connection, even with this Wheel of Fortune. Again, this is all about like a cycle ending, right? Like rebirth, renewal, circle of life, right? So yeah, I am seeing there is a renewal that's happening in this connection. This person has really been working on themselves, you know, trying to get rid of like anything that didn't serve this connection, maybe limiting beliefs that they had, maybe like, you know, past baggage. Like, they are working on that. Like, if, I feel like they are like, they realize that's something that they need to work on, and they're taking that step, which is really big for them, which is something that maybe they didn't even know they had to do if it wasn't for this connection. So again, I feel like their angel guides really want to thank you, like, or their angel guides brought them to you because they thought that, like, you know, you were a really great like influence on them, and you would be really good for them. And I feel like this person also like helped you in a lot of different ways, like even more than you know. Like, even if you felt like at times like, oh my gosh, like, why did this person put me through so much? Maybe this connection could have even caused some sort of anxiety within you and things like that. But trust me, like, when you look at the bigger picture of things, I really feel like this person helped you set boundaries, helped you realize your own worth, your true worth, your true value, things like that. So yeah. Oh my gosh, you guys, my throat, I swear. I am so sorry. Okay, seriously, I even like with my throat chakra being blocked, I feel like maybe someone in this connection's throat chakra was blocked, and they weren't really able to communicate their feelings the way that they wanted to. I'm even seeing maybe that could have been you, because like I feel like maybe that was like a self-defense mechanism. Maybe you weren't really as honest with your feelings about this person, because you thought that like, oh my gosh, you know, I don't want to be a simp, or like, what if this person doesn't feel that same way back, or something like that. Yeah. Okay, we also got the first house of self. Yeah, I'm getting Aries energy here. I feel like your person had a really great impression of you. Seriously, they think of you really fondly. They think of that time that you had together in a really good way. Okay, like, they thought like being with you again was, you were just a breath of fresh air. They thought that you were really self-aware. I feel like, you know, you were really I even feel like some of you guys could have been like self-conscious at times, but they really just loved your life philosophy, the way that you view things, your outlook on things. They thought that you really brought a fresh take to this connection. They really thought that you brought a lot to the table. Okay, you brought a lot to the table. You were just this amazing, jovial, fun, peaceful, lighthearted person to be around, and like, they're forever going to cherish this connection, and they're going to think about this connection in a really good manner, like, you know, in a really positive way for like years to come. So yeah, that is all that, you know, they secretly want to tell you. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and pick a couple more cards, but seriously, that's so much that they want to tell you. But yeah, in terms of the signs, I'm really seeing like Scorpio, Aries, I'm seeing Libra, I'm seeing Capricorn here. Wheel of Fortune, I feel like represents fixed signs. I know that's a lot of signs, but Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, Nine of Cups, I would say maybe that's like Scorpio. Yeah. Okay. A lot of Scorpio energy coming in here. Regardless of whether or not someone is a Scorpio, this just indicates that this was a really deep, passionate, fulfilling connection. So yeah, that's really great. Okay, I'm gonna go and pick some cards from the Island Time Wellness deck just to see what else is going on. Ooh, we got the Phoenix. Yeah, there's so much about like transformation. Okay, like, if you think about the Phoenix, you know, the Phoenix rises from like ashes and things like that, right? So it's like this connection, like, there's so much passion here. There's a lot of like intensity. You know, this just is a very like magnetic, intense, passionate connection. So I really do feel like your person wants to rekindle this. They really want there to be some sort of transformation. Like, seriously, we literally got the transformation here. They want there to be some sort of renewal, growth. Like, they want to enter that new phase. Maybe even in love with you. You know, I feel like the Wheel of Fortune, yeah, has to do with like again, the Jupiter expansion. This is all about luck being on your side, the universe being on your side, the universe literally rooting for this to happen. And, expansion means taking things to the next level. So, yeah, I feel like this person is going to come back a changed person. I feel like this person really is working on their growth, their development, and like they really are growing. It really has been working. It really has been paying off. Okay, we also got Heart with the Key. How appropriate is that for the title of this reading? But Heart with the Key, this is all about welcoming love, meeting the one, opening your heart, getting together, perfect, seriously, like they really felt like they opened their heart, a part of their heart with you. Their heart chakra was definitely open when they met you. And maybe that's something that, not a lot of people have done in the past. Like, you're special because you ignited like certain feelings in them. Again, like this is all about this Nine of Cups is all about emotional fulfillment and things like that. And they really want to open their heart up more to you, okay? They really want to get together. They feel like this connection was so great. We literally got perfect. They even think that you could be the one. Okay, they really don't want to let you go. They don't want you to be the one that got away. And it's like, you really have the key to their heart, okay? And I feel like you really know how to make them feel a certain way that they don't feel with anyone else, or they haven't felt with anyone else in a while. So you are very, very special to them, pile 3. So yeah, that is what we got for you. I really hope that this reading helped. I hope that it resonated. If this pile didn't resonate, you can of course go ahead and pick another pile. I also do want to let you know that I offer in-depth video readings, so if you do want personal questions answered, be sure to check out the description box below where you can sign up for that. And yeah, I shall end the reading right here. Thank you so much. Love and light. Hi there, Pal 4. Welcome to your reading. You all picked the Green Aventurine. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and pick some cards to see what they secretly want to tell you. I did use the Oracle of Shadows and Light card deck. This is an oracle deck because it has the key. They secretly want to tell you. Hopefully you caught on to that. But anyways, yeah, in case you missed the intro, we are going to be picking cards to see what is going on with them, what they wish they could tell you, what their intentions may be, things like that. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and see what this card says. Ooh, we got Storm Angel. Okay, so collision of beliefs, styles, attitudes, energies. Okay, so I feel like there has been a tower moment in this connection. There definitely has been a lot that you've been through in this connection, okay? But I feel like this tower moment is over, which is a really good thing. In fact, the tower is actually a really good thing to get in a reading because it means like the worst is over. And like, after the worst, the only way to go is up, right? So yeah, I do see that was the case for a lot of I feel like this connection is going through some sort of like major spiritual transformation. That's literally what the tower represents. Like, sometimes, yeah, it represents things crumbling, things not like, working out because there's something better to come, or like there's better days to come, like within the connection, okay? But it just means like transformation. Like if you think about it, like an actual tower that does crumble, usually that means, there's going to be renovation, it's going to be rebuilt, usually into something better, something newer. Like renovations usually end up being better than the like original, right? So that's a really positive message that I'm seeing from this. Yeah, I do feel like there was a collision of beliefs, styles, attitudes, energies, as in you guys could have just been like really different people. Maybe you guys didn't even have that much in common, or like, maybe even if you did, like you just did clash on a lot of different things. And I just feel like that has to do with like the fact that you both came from like pretty different backgrounds, okay? Yeah, for some of you guys, you could be of a different culture, religion, ethnicity, things like that. But also I am seeing that like, you did just grow up in like different atmospheres, like maybe your families had like different beliefs than one another, or like something to do with like different societies, or there was just some sort of like difference, maybe even like political opinions, things like that. Or maybe someone is a little bit more spiritual and the other not so much. Or yeah, I'm seeing there's something like that kind of might have caused there to be some differences that like kind of just might have caused some sort of clashes in general. But I feel like that was a good thing because it really came to surface, like what you're all about, what they're all about. Like this is something that really helped you both get to really know one another, and that's a really good thing. That's like the best thing that you can do for a relationship. Even if sometimes that means like having fights and things like that. I feel like usually like when people go through like some sort of fights or arguments, that kind of tells you what kind of person they are. Like, how do they react when they're in a challenge, or like, kind of like um trying circumstances, things like that. So I feel like you got to understand this person a lot deeper, or understand them on a deeper level. They got to understand you. Storm Angel, yeah, I definitely feel like this could have been, kind of tumultuous at times, because we got the storm, but then the angel, so it's like things were stormy at times, but other times things were just so angelic and great and peaceful and things like that. But yeah, let's go ahead and see what other cards we got. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick some cards from the Tarot Familiar deck. Okay. Ooh, we got the Two of Wands. Okay, so yeah, I feel like your person secretly wants to tell you that they've still been thinking about this a lot more than they let on. Okay, they have not forgotten about you, even if they're playing games or something like that, like purposely not watching your Instagram stories, or like not reaching out to you or something like that. I feel like that's literally just a front that they're trying to put up. I do feel like there could be like kind of like ego problems in this. For whatever reason, I channeled the Tower card when we drew the Storm Angel card, and the Tower is associated with Aries, and Aries are kind of known to be a little bit egotistical, things like that. So that is something that I see could have been the case. Like, maybe both of you kind of had like really big personalities, or like, even if that doesn't seem like you, I do feel like you are pretty steadfast in your beliefs. You do some, like, I feel like you're very patient, but like when people try you, like, you finally get angry, and like that's totally normal. Maybe someone was even like quick to anger, something like that. I'm just getting a lot of fiery energy coming in, with an emphasis on Aries. Someone could have that Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or 7th house. But yeah, the main message from this card is that your person still thinks about what could have been. Okay, they're thinking about what things would be like if you were together right now. They're thinking about what you would be doing if you were together, like, just like everything that, like, they didn't get to experience with you is also something that they're thinking about. Like, they're just like, oh, I wish we did this, I wish we did that. Like, I really do feel like this person misses you. Okay, they might not even say it. Maybe they're a little bit too in their head to say it, their ego or whatever, but like, they do miss you. They do care about you. I feel like they have, again, deeper feelings for you than they let on. They think that you are really, I feel like passionate, fiery, like you are. I feel like someone in this connection definitely is passionate, fiery, like, I feel like they think you're really ambitious. This Two of Wands also indicates like kind of taking an adventure. It's like kind of similar to the Three of Wands, but like, exploring your horizons, expanding yourself, things like that. So your person does like think very highly of you. They're just like, oh wow, this person is so cool, like, they have so much going on for them. I feel like you're kind of all over the place, like you engage in a lot of different activities, you have a lot of hobbies and things like that. So there's a lot this person really does admire about you. Yeah. Okay, let's see what else we got. Ooh, we got the High Priestess. Okay, so I'm getting Pisces, Cancer energy from this. I say Pisces because it's associated with Pisces and Cancer, because the High Priestess usually has like the moon on it, or it's associated with the moon. And in tarot, Pisces is ruled by the moon, but in astrology, Cancer is ruled by the moon. So yeah, I feel like with this High Priestess, your person also thinks you're really smart, like you're really like mature, even, like, believe it or not, like, you are more mature than you think. Okay, even if you feel like you're someone that can kind of like get angry and things like that, or like even if you felt like you had fights, and like this person, like maybe you're wondering like, oh my gosh, what does this person think about me, like I still think they think really highly of you. Okay, with this High Priestess, okay, they literally do put you on a pedestal. They do think of this connection as mostly positive. They're just like, wow, I'm really glad that I got to meet this person, I'm really glad that I got to be with this person. This person showed me so much about life. I learned so much from this connection. Yeah, I feel like with the High Priestess, your crown chakra could also really be activated. That's what I'm getting with the Storm Angel, with all this purple energy. You guys definitely could be a little bit psychic. You guys definitely could be good at like really gauging people's intentions and energies, and this even says like energies here. Yeah, and your gut instincts have pretty much always been right. And yeah, there's just so much to you. There's so much that, like, your person absolutely loves about you. They do love being with you. They do love being in your presence. They think that, like, you had so much to offer, like you put so much on the table, and they think you're really mature and wise and like experienced. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, you have been getting closer to your higher self. You have been gaining maturity, wisdom, like you've just been like understanding a lot more about life. You've kind of been, even I feel like you are compassionate people already, but like I feel like for a lot of you guys, if you have been kind of in the state of mind where like people have like been pissing you off lately, because I do see a lot of fire energy, like not just your person, but like even other people, like you're learning that like it has more to do with them than it has to do with you. Okay, like the way people treat you has everything to do with how much they love themselves, how they treat their own selves, or like, you know, what they've been through than it does to you. Yeah. Than it does with you. So yeah, I even feel like maybe like your person secretly wants to apologize for something. You know, I am sensing there was some tension that went on, and like they feel like they owe you some sort of like mental clarity or some sort of expression, and they really do want to go ahead and give that to you. They think that like, you know, you deserve the best. Like seriously, with the high priestess, they do look up to you quite a lot. And I can see that, you know, for some of you, they kind of acted out, you know, they acted the way that they did because like they were intimidated that like you would leave them for someone or something like that. Like sometimes, like, you know, I mean, even if you think about it, like all these stories, usually when you date down and things like that, or like when people treat you like not that well, it's usually because you're dating down. It's usually because you're a little bit out of their league and the other person is a little bit like, you know, they're just acting that way because they know that like you can have anyone you want, but they know that you're the best that you had. Like I'm not trying to even sound conceited, but I really do feel like that was the case for a lot of you guys. I even see that, you know, maybe your friends or family told you that you were a little bit out of this person's league or that you deserve better. Maybe this person even told you that you deserve better. Yeah, but I definitely am seeing a lot about like how this person and you kind of like, you know, we're very different. Like, I feel like you were out of this person's league. I'm not even gonna lie, okay? And I feel like if this person acted out a certain way or did something that, you know, wasn't really the best, it's literally because they were intimidated, because they know that you can have anyone you want, okay? Like, you are literally the high priestess or, you know, priest. Like, don't worry too much about gender. And, like, they know that you could leave them at any time. They know that you're really beautiful. Like, we literally got angel here. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you have this, like, angelic beauty to you. You're very ethereal. You're very mystic, you know? You just have yeah, you're just very beautiful, or handsome or attractive. And you know, I even say that because with this Pisces energy, that's associated with Neptune, and Neptune resonates at a higher octave of Venus. So I do see that that's also the case here. Like I see that yeah, your beauty is like out of this world. Like you are very ethereal, you know. You literally embody like beauty and brains. Like you are the like living, walking, talking version of beauty and brains. Okay, and I even feel like this person knows they can't get anything past you. Like you're not someone that's easily fooled. Like even if you were a little bit like naive in the past, which, you know, that just means like kind of an experience. It's not really an insult. But I feel like that's actually a really good thing, because I feel like, you know, that just means you see the best in people. You give people the benefit of the doubt, and that's a really positive thing. Like, you know, that's a very yeah, it's a good and bad trait. Like, you know, it's good because like, you know, that just shows how like good your belief in humanity is, how positively you see people, and like you yourself are an upbeat person, and like, you know, you kind of have your mindset geared for abundance and positive things. But on the other side, it's like, yeah, sometimes, you know, people can take advantage of that, or sometimes people can like, you know, take you for granted and things like that. So yeah, I am seeing that like, you know, right now you are learning to set your boundaries. Okay, you are really practicing your even like psychic powers. I feel like you're developing your gut, your intuition, things like that. So yeah. Okay, we also got the Queen of Pentacles. This is really great. Okay, I'm getting Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Someone in this connection could be that, or have that in their moon, rising, Venus, or 7th house, which is the house of love and relationships. But with this Queen of Pentacles, your person thinks that you are really solid. Okay, like they want something more stable with you. They think that you are you know, someone that they can really build and grow with. And I feel like you really balanced out their kind of like tumultuous nature. I feel like they were a little bit kind of all over the place. They were a little bit out there. Like maybe they didn't really have their like, you know, what do you call their yeah, priorities in check, you know, because this Two of Wands isn't exactly a Three of Wands, okay? Two of Wands is all about like thinking about what to do for the future, like, you know, future prospects and things like that. But Three of Wands is all about like, oh, planning for the future, like, you know, wanting something more for the future and like being ready to take on the future. So yeah, that's also something that I'm seeing, okay? But I feel like this person really admires your practicality. I really feel like you grounded them, okay? I know we got Storm Angel, and I feel like maybe both of you at times, you know, could have really gone off at each other, you know, said things and things like that. But like at the end of the day, you were slightly more pragmatic, you were slightly more grounded. I feel like you really balanced this person out, like, you know, really even this person out. Yeah. And I'm even seeing that I feel like, you know, they like, sorry, that I'm even seeing, I feel like, okay, sorry, sometimes I get so redundant with my words, but I am seeing that like, you know, your person liked that you were kind of different from them, okay? Like I feel like maybe you're you weren't really their type, or they weren't really your type, or you're kind of different in general than people that they've dated. And like they sort of like that. Like maybe in the beginning they were just like, oh wait, that's weird, like I've never heard of that idea. Or maybe you were like that too. Maybe you're just like, wait, what, like what is this person on? Or I don't know, like, but this does say like collision of belief styles, attitudes, energies. But like, it was good in a way, because again, it helped you to really understand one another, and it's like it helped you see things from a different perspective. Okay, I feel like both of you really learned a lot from this connection, and I feel like your person really appreciated that they were with someone a little bit different. I feel like they've kind of just been dating the same type of people. I even feel like maybe they've been dating kind of like chaotic people in the past, people that were like even more unstable than maybe they were or are. Like you were like this grounding energy, you were practical, you were decisive, you were pragmatic, you knew what you wanted, you worked for your goals. Like, that's why I feel like you're a little bit out of this person's league. So if like they did something to you, maybe they talked behind your back, or whatever like went down, this isn't something you already don't know. Like I'm not trying to like instill any more fears or insecurities or anything, but they did do something to hurt you. That's literally because they were intimidated, because you were very different than anyone they've ever dated. And I feel like you were even kind of like foreign to them. Maybe you literally could be like foreign, like of a different culture, things like that. But I'm just seeing that like they weren't used to someone like you. Okay, seriously, I feel like you were a lot wiser. Like, look at the wolves on this picture. Usually, wolves is associated with like wisdom. That's kind of symbolic of wisdom and things like that. Yeah, um, and like the high priestess, even like this just means you are so developed, you are so mature, you're so yeah, like wise, smart, intellectual. I feel like your person really loved hearing you talk. You had a lot of really great things to say. I feel like even the way that you articulated your ideas and things like that, it's almost like it convinced them. It's almost like they were like, oh my gosh, but that's actually so cool. Like, so like this collision slowly became like, amalgamation, or like, like just understanding one another better, like combining together. It's almost like your differences kind of were your strengths. Like, it was pretty cool, because that's kind of what kept this relationship like exciting. We do see a lot of like sparks and things like that. I definitely do feel like this person's very passionate about you, and they do, have a spark for you. So yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pick a couple of cards from the Island Time Wellness deck just to see what other messages we get. Ooh, we got palm tree. Again, like this just reminds me of like, calmer vibes, calmer days, like the beach, the ocean, tropical, like, just like peaceful vibes and things like that. Yeah, this literally says stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, flexibility. Yeah, they really felt like you were a reflection or embodiment of stability that they maybe never had, or maybe they were kind of like, foreign to. Like, again, I feel like maybe in the past they could have dated kind of like, people that were super out there, didn't really know what they want. They were just all over the place. Or maybe like that's even reflective of their childhood or something like that. Maybe their childhood was a little bit like messy or traumatic or something like that. Or, and like you represented stability, and it was like kind of new because they never had that. They're just like, what do I do? Like, it's more of a psychological thing. Like sometimes we tend to like, sabotage relationships, people that are good for us, because like the feeling is so foreign, like we're so used to chaos and things like that. Yeah, but still, like this person had like really deep feelings for you. I do feel like the high priestess is associated with the moon, and the moon is associated with like feelings and things like that. So they had really deep feelings for you. They really felt like you were someone that you could grow with. You represented stability. They felt really secure with you. Okay, again, like with this Queen of Pentacles, this is someone who is like wifey material or husband material, or someone that they can really have something long term with. It's not necessarily like tumultuous. I mean, even if at times, yeah, you fought, there were lows and things like that. Even if at times it was that way, I just feel like there's a lot of growth going on. You have really been growing. You have really been maturing. Your person's definitely been working on that as well. Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and pick one more card. Ooh, we also got girl talk. Yeah, so I feel like a couple of different meanings to this card. You definitely could have talked with your girls or guys, or like, don't worry too much about the gender, but your friends about this person. And I feel like a lot of people might have told you, or at least some people, or you've heard this phrase at least once, or seen something about like, the like TikToks and things like that, like that you were kind of out of this person's league, okay, or that maybe you deserve better, or like this person just was not as mature as you. Okay, I do feel like that's something that your friends kind of think, and it's kind of the opposite with their friends. I definitely do feel like they talk about you to their friends, or maybe their friends ask about you, and I'm seeing that they say pretty much good things. I definitely do feel like they could have told their friends about things that went down, maybe things that were said, maybe they went to their friends for advice and things like that. But yeah, I mean, like I feel like they their friends thought that you were a really good influence on them. And I just feel like everyone around you, if someone were to see this relationship from the outside, even if they had like no connection or correlation to anyone in this, like they would say, like, someone's unbiased opinion would be like, wow, like you were really great, like, maybe you settled a little bit or something like that, or you could do better. Yeah, but regardless, I feel like this person, like, like there is a part of them that does want to work on things, but they're still a little bit immature. They still have to kind of like, just gain more insight, gain more experience. Maybe they don't quite understand how relationships really work. And, it's not even like necessarily their fault. Like they just have not been in like really the best relationships or been with the best people and, caused them a lot of stress and chaos. So yeah, that's also just something that I am seeing. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pick some cards from the Romance Angels deck. Okay, just to see what else is going on. What other messages do we have? Okay, we got express your love. Yeah, so I really do feel like your person wants to express your love. Okay, again, because like we got yes, sorry, sometimes I just say like so many filler words. My mind goes at like freaking 100 miles an hour. Like it goes so fast. Sorry, I'm gonna try to slow it down next time. But yeah, the High Priestess, again, it's associated with moons. It's associated with Pisces and Cancer. The moon is it has, like I mentioned, has to do with feeling. Pisces and Cancer are water signs that feel things really deeply. So I really feel like they want to express their love. They really want to tell you what you mean to them. I just feel like, it's about time that like they start being like authentic with themselves. They start being the better version of themselves. I feel like they've seen what, like, that funny phrase, like, oh, I've seen God, I've seen what you've done for others. Now can I have that? Like, that's almost like, what they want. I feel like they think that you're really developed, mature. You don't have like as many like problems as them. Like, I feel like maybe they're even a little bit like jealous of the fact that like, your life is a little bit more peaceful or easygoing than theirs, or like, at least that's what it appears. Like, they're just like, not trying to like, what do you call, like, invalidate your struggles. Of course you have struggles as well, like, but I just feel like you've made better decisions. Okay, like you have more brains. Okay, like you have more common sense, and they're just like, wow, like I want that too. Like, I wish like that's something that I had. Like, I just feel like they admire so much about you. Okay, like I feel like, they really needed someone like you to help ground them. They really needed to meet someone like you to kind of add some sort of like stability to their, like, world that is like chaos. So they are really happy that they met you. Yeah, we also gotta let your friends help you. I'm getting a lot to do with like friends, like even with this girl talk, like, ask for and accept support from others. Yeah, so I feel like, with you, like, the High Priestess here, your intuition, your gut instincts, things of like that have always been right. But sometimes, we get so like blinded by our own feelings. We do get attached, because the High Priestess also does represent like attachment. I do feel like there's an attachment on both sides. But like, while all of that happens, like, or while all of that is going on, like sometimes, when you get too deep into it, when you get too like just involved with a person, attached to a person, sometimes it can be blinded and like not see who they really are, right? And I just feel like this person just has a little bit more work to do to get to your level. So like, don't be afraid to ask your friends for advice. Don't be afraid to like, seek your friends for help. Like, they're really there. Like, you don't have to go through all of this alone. I even feel like with this Queen of Pentacles, that is representative of your energy. For a lot of you guys, you go through a lot of things alone. You care a lot about your independence and things like that, but sometimes you're like overly independent to the point where you don't even ask for help, right? And it's like, now's the time for you to like not worry too much about that. Like, ask for help. Like, you don't have to like go through things all by yourself. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you're so strong, you're so resilient, that you've gotten through the worst of times, like, all of, even at the storm card here, by yourselves, right? So that doesn't have to be the case. Like, it's great that you're independent, it's great that you're strong, and at the end of the day, that is true. Like, you're the only one that can really help yourself get out of anything. Like, no matter how much help you get, no matter what you do, no matter how much you do self-care, things like that. So that's a really great quality. But like, don't be afraid to like talk to people about it, because sometimes you get a lot more insight, like, from someone who's observing the relationship than from someone who's in it, right? Because they can see like all aspects, all angles of the relationship. So yeah, that's just what I'm saying. Yeah, I feel like this pile ended up being more about you than like, what they secretly want to tell you. But I feel like we did get enough messages. Like, they do admire you a lot. They really do look up to you. They think about what things would be like if you were together. They think about you a lot more than you know, actually. Okay, like they literally question like, oh, if we were together right now, what would we what would we be doing? I even feel like maybe for a lot of you guys, you had a routine, like where you met up every week, or you would text during certain times, like stay up late in the night or something like that. So yeah, they do think about you quite a lot. Again, you really provided this element of like stability and peace to their lives, and they really needed that. I feel like, again, they could have like been coming from something heavier, like maybe they had like past wounds or something like that. Like they never really had like stability in their life, and you represented that, but maybe the feeling was a little bit like too foreign, so they kind of like, you know, rejected that. Like sometimes your body rejects things that like don't make sense, but like they didn't want to. Like I'm just saying, like, you know, it's more of their own psychological problems that made them do that. Okay, like I'm not saying like they rejected you, like please don't take that the wrong way. In fact, they really liked you, they really still care about you. With this, you know, moon that's associated with the high priestess, they still have feelings for you, but they just do have a lot of, they have a lot they need to work on before they can really be in a relationship with anyone. So yeah, that is what I'm getting for you, pal 4. I really hope that this reading helped. I hope that it resonated in some way, shape, or form. If this pile didn't resonate, you can of course go ahead and pick another pile. I also do want to let you know that I offer in-depth video readings, so if you do want personal questions answered, be sure to check out the description box below where you can sign up for that. And yeah, I shall end the reading right here. Thank you so much. Love and light.